Unfortunately, I couldn't watch it in theater, but now that it came on OTT, I'm pretty much sure that Ajagajantharam is not even half as entertaining on OTT as it would have been ideally on a big screen in a theater. At least the good thing with Malayalam cinema or Malayalam films in general is that even if there is a film where you don't have to use a lot of brain and there are a lot of nonsensical things happening on screen, the least that you can always expect from Malayalam cinema is technically strong departments, when it comes to cinematography, when it comes to sound, the music, the background score, the color schemes, the grading, everything in this film was spot on. Now you must be wondering why this guy is actually talking about the technical departments straight away into the beginning of the review. Why not getting into the film? I am not getting into the script or the story of this film because there isn't any, and it doesn't really demand from you to feel emotionally attached to any particular character. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this 2-hour journey. There is no character you would want to root for, because you are always left wondering why at all are they fighting. Sometimes the fight even starts without any reason as such. The whole film is set around 2 days and starts at the night of a Puram festival at a temple. The film does establishes a lot of characters at the beginning, and you get the general pace of the film, how it's going to pan out in the coming couple of hours, and you do get a feel that this is going to be anything but a laid-back journey. And there is a lot of confusion right from the beginning, which kind of adds up to the whole situational comedy happening. The theatre troupe that was to perform on the opening night is late by 6 hours. A couple decides to pick up this festival as the right time to actually elope. A small argument between a couple of groups goes out of control, and these two groups are led by Lali, played by Anthony Verghese, a drunk who actually ends up bringing an elephant to the festival. He's the kind of guy who attracts trouble towards himself. But the thing with Ajagajantharam is that there's no backstories of the characters. There's no enough work done on the writing of these characters with the backstories, which would perhaps, probably would have made the audiences feel a bit more connected or invested into those fictional characters. Some of the fights actually start just out of nowhere, out of the blue, without any reason, just for the sake of it. I mean, at times it felt like the fight is happening only so that that colorful chaos can happen on screen and we can again be treated with such brilliant visuals, but that will only take you so far in the film. But I would still give the credit where due. The film does look brilliant on screen visually and kind of makes you overlook all these other flaws that the film has. The film definitely has its fun moments, which kind of convince you to sit through it rather than just ending the film prematurely, because that's an advantage you have watching a film on OTT in your comfort zone. The film actually features a lot of actors from Angamali Diaries. It felt like an alumni meet of sorts. And I would love to point out the work by Justin Verghese, who is a brilliant composer. We last heard his stuff in Joji last year, which really blew me away. I actually ended up having a chat with him, being a musician myself, on Instagram, and I was so looking forward to what he does next, and in this one he absolutely nailed it off. And of course, the new cinematographer, Jintu George, he, along with Justin, they both made sure that we are completely indulged in this chaotic world created by the director, where you really feel a part of that. I'm not surprised that the director Tinu Papachan is actually influenced by Lijo Joe's Pellicerie. He is, of course, his mentor, and the after effects of that is so visible in this film. This film is kind of a marriage between Angamali Diaries and of course Jallikattu. The only difference being in Jallikattu there was a buffalo, of course, and in this one you get an elephant. So there is a little bit of an upgrade in that sort. The film has quite a bit of filler scenes and characters, which is having its fair share of fun moments as well. But the thing is, by the time film ends, it very conveniently forgets to resolve all those elements or the characters. For example, the eloping couple and the single solitary female character which was there in the film is completely forgotten. Kind of like the script and the story of the film. And to be honest, by the time it all ended, I was partly satisfied and partly...